Hi, cats and kittens. It's Susie Q96. And y'all know I don't run on any particular schedule. I just show up whenever I feel like it. Because that's just how we roll here at the senior complex. So that's what happened here. I felt like going online. So I am, and unfortunately, I think I'm running over Bohemian. Anyway, I'm sorry, Bo. I'm a mess. But there's only so many minutes in the day in which a person can put up a live stream. I'm a mess. But there's only so many. Yep. And boy, is it a lagging and dragging. All right. I can't even get my comments to come up. Let's see if we can. We don't want that, do we? No. Let's edit that down just a tad. Let's see what we can end up with. There we go. I don't think I have anybody. We're not going to end it just because nobody wants to come and see me. Oh, I could put user viewers up there if I had any users. But I don't have any viewers, so oh well. I guess I should have announced that I was doing something. It's okay though. I'll sit here and talk to myself. I ain't proud. I do have viewers. Kellen, he rolling on his head. Yeah, media guy, I'd like to be out hunting a national park, but all I get to do is play with the national park quarters today. So, yeah, well, that doesn't take much for you, Kellen, to cause some trouble. If your middle initial wasn't L, I would swear it was T for trouble. So, but it's all right. I'm probably running over about 10 other people's live streams, but I wanted to play with my quarters and open my mail and talk about some stuff. And so we're going to do that. And if nobody watches it now, they can all watch it later. I don't really care. I'm in a good mood. I feel good. I got some interesting things in the mail. And I got very creative. Some of these things are about coinage, Weigels, and some are actually about detecting. And this first one is about both, actually. I have a couple of GoPro 3s. And one of the annoying things about carrying GoPro 3s around is if you have a spare and you don't have a case for it, your lens is kind of out there and it's just exposed to the world. So I got creative. See this little cap right here? This is a 7/8 inch clear leg tip for a chair. Now this lovely little thing will slip perfectly over the lens of my GoPro 3, acting as a lens cap. It stays on. It's soft, it's pliable, and it cost me under $3 for 4 of them. So if you want to protect your cameras, think about something like this. If you don't want to buy a lens cap, or you lose your lens cap or whatever, This fits perfect on a GoPro. I think it was $2.96, something like that. I have one on my extra GoPro now, and I also have one extra one in my bag just in case. My next thing that I bought, these are universal LCD screen protectors, and they come 10 to a pack. They have a little wipey cloth for you to clean your surface with. They have a little plastic card for you to smooth them down with. They can be cut to fit anything, and they're not super sticky, so when you want to change it, it's pretty easy to remove it. And I bought these for $5 or $6, including the shipping. And I have cut myself a perfect little one out and placed it over the screen on my metal detector, because I noticed the other day that my Simplex was getting a little scratched, and I don't like that, and I don't want it to crack. It's waterproof, so I don't want it to crack. So I made this wonderful little investment right here. Okay, media guy, thanks for stopping in. No, nothing's kid proof, Kellen, so you know. Anyway, I've got a whole pack of these. My Simplex screen is going to be protected forever, probably, with this pack. But those are just a couple of little things. You know, I mean, these little plastic things for your GoPro, $3. Screen protector cover for your detector. There's $10 there. Probably saved me a lot of money in the long run of damaging my equipment. Because believe me, if there's anybody that can damage some equipment, it's me. I am a klutz. I drop things. So yeah, I'm doing what I can do to protect my stuff. Then I got a package from one of my favorite people. Woof! Penny Dog. Got a little note from Penny Dog, one of my favorite people. I'm a mod on her channel. I just have so much fun over there. And we got, what we got here? We got a 1987 Kennedy. He's pretty shiny. And we got a 1968 Kennedy. He's pretty good looking fella too. And a 64 Rosie. And then in this, which was a stream win, I got a 69 Kennedy. I got a little bitty Mercury dime. That's obviously not a dime. It's 0.999 silver, made to look like a little Merc dime. That's pretty groovy. And I got a 1901 engine head. So that came in my stuff. Kellen, I am not sticking duct tape on my metal detector. Sorry, that ain't happening. I take great pride in the fact that I actually have enough money now to own a metal detector. I had to pay for it on a credit card and pay for it every month and do without a lot of things to have that machine. And no, duct tape do not go on little Susie's metal detector. Especially when I can find a solution for the problem that actually costs less than the roll of duct tape. So that was in my mail. Then the other things that came in my mail, wish I'd have had this back when I sent out that $70, $80 worth of giveaway prizes, is I got a postage scale and postage, so I do not have to go down to the post office every time I need to mail something to someone. And then I got the rest of my books that have been on back order since right before the COVID crash, whatever you want to call it. I got my national park book. I got my 1948 to 64 Washington Squatters book. I got my 1946 to 1964 Roosevelt Dime book. And I got my Buffalo Nickel book. All these books finally showed up out of the woodwork down there at Amazon. So they all hit yesterday and today. So if you were with me the other night, when I was going through all the car wash quarters, I sorted out the state quarters and we put them in a book the other night. And then I was just chucking the national park ones off into a container because I didn't have a book. So now I got a book. And since I got nothing better to do on a Friday night, man, that's just sad, isn't it? We're going to open a little book up here. And we're going to see what coins I actually have. Now, bear in mind, these are all coins that came in my change from the car wash. I did not get quarter rolls or anything like that. These are simply car wash creatures. It costs $1.75 to rinse my car off, and usually I have gone there after I have been to the ATM, which means all I have is a $20 bill. So actually, that's a good thing because I end up with a bunch of quarters I can go through when I get home. So I'm going to start with the short tube here because I had a little over one tube full of them. And I'm just going to see what I have. Oops. First, I'm going to put on my gloves. Yes, I know. People think I'm retentive, but I have a degree in photography. Of course, it's pretty useless now. You'd never know it by looking at the crap I put on here. But back in the 60s and 70s, I was a pretty formidable photographer. And I've been working a lot with lenses lately. Negatives, old negatives lately. So I still have my white gloves. So we're going to put them on. Keep from grubbing up my coins. And I'm going to have to put on my other glasses because I can't see with these. And if anybody would take the moment to hit the like button, I'd really like that. That'd be pretty groovy. You know, somebody likes me. I like you guys. Even Kellen, who comes here and calls my coins clad junk. That's just the way it is. Okay, first one we have Block Island 2018. And this is a P, Block Island P, first one in the book. I'll see how many of them we can fill in from a car wash. And now we have from the D series, 2014, The Arches. And this is the D. And I put that other one in backwards, so I got to take it back out because I'm a dummy. Can't see the pretty picture if you put it in the wrong way. See, this is why I buy protective things for my detector, because I drop stuff. I am a klutz-o-rama. Mama. All right, let's try this. This book is massive. Causing me issues. All right. Yeah, that poor quarter, it's from Philly, all right. Okay, this is a P, and this is a 2019 Lowell. We've got to flip over to the next sector here. 2019 Lowell. Hey. Let's see. When I go to the car wash, I don't go out very much because I'm high risk for COVID. I'm still waiting for my test results to come back, actually. But when I do go out, the last thing I do before I come home is I run my car through the car wash and wash all the crud off of it because I have to park under a tree out here, and it's usually covered with bird poo and other nasty things. So I get me some quarters and give me some toys to play with. Okay, 2016. P. Shawnee. First one in our 2016 section. I know it's not very exciting, folks. This isn't RFT or one of those guys. This is just some old lady sitting at home because she don't want to get COVID. What can I tell you? I did go to the doctor yesterday for those who are interested, and I am now looking at way off in July for my surgery. They're still pumping me full of antibiotics, but I'm doing way good. Okay, 2016 P. Cumberland. Yep. 2 in a row. Woohoo! We're cooking now. WTH. Thank you, sweetheart. Okay. 2015 P. Ooh, this one's special for me. This is the Blue Ridge. And I lived in the Blue Ridge for a while. My sister still does live in the Blue Ridge, and I love it up there. And I am most likely going back to live there, probably at the end of September. My other option is to go back to Michigan, which I would also like to do, but financially, I think Virginia is going to be a better deal for me. Okay. Apostle Islands, 2018 P. I am like a total nerd girl, and it's really funny because I was a hippie, and I'm still a hippie, but I'm also a nerd. I was one of those kids that got straight A's in school, except I was a little bit rebellious, so I kind of got bad grades in conduct because, frankly, I was bored and I'd get up and walk around to class. Kellen, I am in Georgia right now. I am 10 miles from the Florida border. I was raised in Florida, but I have some medical issues that I just couldn't get the proper treatment in Florida due to the way their insurance is set up. So I did the next best thing I could and parked myself on the border. Okay, where am I here? I am looking at a P. I am looking at a 2017 Ozark Riverways. 17 Ozark. There's the P. Okay. We'll get it right here in a minute. Just having both of the mints in the same book is, yeah, I love St. Mary's. I lived in Fernandina Beach for many years, and we used to go to St. Mary's a lot. It's really nice. I want to go over there and go detecting, actually, if things calm down a little bit down here. Our governor has, in my opinion, prematurely thrown the state open, and in my county, cases of COVID are going up. So I'm staying put. This is a pretty nice looking quarter here. It is I'm not sure how to pronounce this. Voyagers? Someone correct me if I'm wrong. I'm probably am, but anyway, it goes in that hole. Okay, we finished the little tube and they all went in, so there were no dupes on that. Now I've got a whole big one. Kingsbank. I actually when I lived in Fernandina, my roommates were all stationed up there, and they were all stationed on a subtender called the USS Simon Lake. And for my 30th birthday, they lied to me and they told me we were going to Jacksonville to the movies. And I'm all dressed up. I got on high heels and, I'm decked out. And they go, oh, but we gotta go up to St. Mary's for a minute because so-and-so is basically grounded on the ship and he wanted to say happy birthday to you. So they take me up there and I am climbing all over in this ship, going up and down these ladders, and I'm wearing heels, and it was absolutely insane. But they actually had a surprise party for me on the ship, which was that was like a really, really cool thing that would never ever happen. And then we went down to Amelia Island where my same two friends were playing music, and it was a pretty good birthday for a 30th birthday. Funny that I remember that one so well. Okay, now we're into the new tube here. Got a lot of quarters there. This is a 2015. This is another Blue Ridge Parkway. So we have our first duplicate. Put him back in the tube. Save him for somebody else. Or see if maybe I have a nicer one. 2016 D. This is Harper's Ferry, a very important place in history, if anybody's been there. Now I am 2016 P. Cumberland Gap. We already have in the chute. All right. I knew we were going to start hitting duplicates pretty soon. P. 2018. Another dupe of the Apostle Islands. This one's kind of grubby. I hope I have a better one of this. I can't even read that. Okay, this is Pictured Rock 2018 P. Yeah, I want to go over to the Georgia coast and metal detect some. I haven't gotten to do that. Of course, I also want to go to California and metal detect, but yeah, I'm probably not going to get to do that this year either. Okay, Bombay Rock 2015 P. I guess it's Bombay Hook. See, I can't read. Okay. I got it though. Whatever it is, I got one. Yeah, I like traveling, Kellen. I used to live in a motorhome, and I miss it. I didn't think I would, but after I sold it, I regretted that I sold the motorhome. I really want another one. And when I get to Virginia, I probably will get one. My only thing is I really did not like driving through the mountains in West Virginia in the motorhome. That was kind of a scary deal. But I did it more than once. Okay, 2013 D. We have Fort McHenry. And now we've got Theodore Roosevelt, 2016 D. It's just something to do, there's other streams on it, I'm sure. I know one of them's doing a giveaway right now. Everybody's probably running over there, but this to me is just a way to record what I did, and people can watch it later if they want, and if they don't, that's okay. I don't mind. Uh, Effigy Mounds 2017. Right there. Yeah, I would not want to do that, Kellen. It was bad enough when I was driving my 26-foot motorhome through those mountains and I'm talking the back mountain roads because my sister lives right off the Blue Ridge Parkway up the mountain, and yeah. When I got to her farm, their little bridge that goes across to actually get onto her property was so narrow that I was afraid to drive across it, and it was so rickety. And my sister just like, get out of the way, and she jumps in my motorhome and just and drives it like up the side of this mountain, and I'm like, holy crap on a cracker. Scared the wee wees out of me now. But I've done it since then, so I'm a little more comfortable with it. But yeah, and the wind was blowing, and no, not a good thing for me. Okay, this is 2016P. I think we already did this one. We did the D. Okay, so this is Harper's Ferry from Philly. So far, I haven't filled a whole section of anything yet, and I haven't gotten anything older than 2013. There's a duplicate Harper's Ferry. Block Island P. 2018. Already have that one. Gonna have a lot of dupes, I think. No, I'm not going to be doing that. Not going to go through Donner's. In fact, if I go out west, I am not driving. I'll rent a car when I get there. I really want to go metal detecting in California. I am so hooked on watching Robert Ferguson that it's one of my goals, I think, is to go metal detecting with Robert, just because he's such a goofball like me. We've actually become friends through metal detecting, and I would like to go out there and metal detect with him because he is pretty darn smart when it comes to beach detecting, and I am dumb as a box of rocks. Okay, Theodore Roosevelt, 2016P. All right, got a place for him. All right, 2013, we have a Mount Rushmore P. Oops, I'm supposed to bend the book. Okay. Ellis Island, that one's real important to me. I don't know if any of you know that I used to be, well, I still am actually, a professional genealogist. In the early days of Ancestry.com, I worked for them. I occasionally still get paid to do research. So Ellis Island, of course, is where immigrants came through, and I had to learn how to read all the records from Ellis Island. Okay, 2017P. Yeah. Genealogy, for those who do not know, is the study of family trees and histories. It is where you go in and you shake all the fruits, nuts, flakes, skeletons, and crazies out of people's family history. And believe me, my family has every one of those. And then some. Okay, I got a 2019. A Lowell. That is a P, and I think we already did that one. Yep. Oops. In the tube. See, once I get all this done, I'll know what I can get rid of. Are you LDS, Weigels? Because LDS, it's part of your life. You have to do. My family was actually reorganized LDS, which they've changed the name of that now, which was basically the people who broke off from Joseph Smith because they didn't believe in polygamy. But I've worked a lot with church records for that reason. And my great grandfather's sister was a Utah Mormon, and I tried to do her line and lost my little mind. Oh, too many sister wives in there. Okay, I think we got this one. Mount Rushmore, 2013 D. No, we needed the D. All right. Yeah, genealogy can turn up some weird things. And how I got into it was because I needed a medical history. I knew absolutely nothing about my father's family. And it turns out that the bulk of my strange chronic ailments do come from his side of the family. But in the course of trying to find out the medical history, I learned a lot of fascinating things about my family. I had no clue, zero, not a zip, that my dad's family had anything whatsoever to do with the Mormon church. And apparently they came from England on a Mormon ship. And then my great grandfather decided he didn't like what was going on. And so he and a whole bunch of people, mostly British coal miners, decided that they were not going to go to Utah, and they stayed in Kewanee, Illinois. But I had no idea that my dad's family had anything to do with the Mormon church. And it was actually a very eye-opening experience for me to research his family. The Mormon church keeps extremely good records. And that's how I ended up becoming a professional genealogist, was because I learned how to research church records and cemetery records and stuff. Oh, 2017 P. George Rogers Clark. Okay. Yeah, see, when I was growing up, all I knew about I never met my dad's parents. They were both dead before I was born. So I knew very little about my father's background. As far as I knew, they were Methodist. Well, as it turned out, they were Mormon before they were Methodist. Frederick Douglass, 2017 D. You know what? I I think some of the bishops overstep their bounds. They there's a line there where some of them think they're God, and you really see it in the fundamentalist Mormon church. Whew, there are some people that have strayed so far. They say that they're following Joseph Smith, but they're actually so far away from Joseph Smith and Brigham Young that they're not even Mormon anymore. And I'm not Mormon, but I understand the fundamentals of their religion simply because it's where my family kind of came from on my dad's side. Okay, 2018 Apostle Islands. P, we have that. Yes, you are correct. The FLDS is, it's sad. I probably shouldn't be discussing religion because I know I'm going to make somebody angry. But, so I better get back to my quarters here. But anyway, yeah, so I'm kind of a jack of all trades. I have worked as a genealogist. I was a reporter covering short track stock car racing for over 20 years in Florida, including owning my own racing newspaper back in the late 80s. I've never really been. I'm a nonconformist, but I'm a nerd. You know, I am so nerdy when it comes to things like collecting coins and collecting stamps and metal detecting. We have Armando from the vault. That's what we have here. Hi, Armando. We're just having a little chit chat gab fest while I go through the rest of last week's car wash quarters. Since my state park book finally showed up from Amazon, that was ordered back in February, I believe. So we're just shooting the breeze, putting some quarters in the book, seeing what we can get out of a car wash. And so, you know, this was not quarter rolls. This was strictly my change from the car wash. Effigy Mounds 2017. Okay, it's a dupe. 2018 Cumberland Island. Oh, that's a cool place. If anybody has not been to Cumberland Island, Georgia, Cumberland Island is fabulous. It is awesome. I love Cumberland Islands. Hi, Ag Surfer. How you doing? I'm doing great. I am feeling so much better. I'm just piddling around here playing with some quarters. These are the leftovers from last week's car wash hunt. Since we got the book for the state parks, thought we'd just throw them in here and see how many we end up with. So far, the oldest one I've gotten is 2013. I have not gotten any of the older parks. 2017D, Effigy Mounds. Okay, we needed that one. So far, we haven't filled the whole section yet either, but we're having fun. Modog! Hi, buddy. Woof! Oh, gosh. Fort Benning, that's not the best part of Georgia. My stepson was there. He'll tell you. 2014 P. The Arches. This is not the best quarter. It's got a scratch on it, but it'll hold place for now. Yeah, well, here's another Blue Ridge Parkway. This is a D. I didn't have the D yet, so I got my Parkway covered. Yeah, my stepson did his basic at Fort Benning. I don't know about anything else that he did. He was in the Signal Corps. 2015 P. Kisechi. I hope I pronounced these right. I am woefully ignorant sometimes. For an educated girl. 2015. Whoops. About got away from me. 2016. No, 2015 P. Homestead. Only got a few left. Next week, we'll probably do my change jar. I have no idea what's in it. I don't look at my change. I just bring it home and I throw it in the jar. I clean out my handbag. I just throw it in the jar. And then I have a whole separate jar of what I call dirty money. Dirty money, for the most part, is my metal detecting finds, because very few of those coins are clean and they're just gross. I may make a whole separate book just of those. Hey, Jack, we're just playing around with the rest of the quarters out of the car wash from last week, putting them in the state park book. 2016 P. Shawnee. I already have that one. In other words, we're just fiddle farting around, as my mom would have said. We already have that. That's a Lowell, a P. Lowell. I know we have that one. So 2018. Already have. We're down to the last little handful here. Don't think we're going to fill the book, that's for sure. 2017. Oh, yeah, this one I set aside the other night. This does not go in here, I don't believe. It just happens to have landed in the box. That is my War in the Pacific quarter that I'm going to set aside. Even though it's not a W, I'm saving it because my dad was in the wars in the Pacific. So I want that. And I don't have a book for those either. So 2018 P. It's a dupe. Down to the last foe. See, once I do all this, I can figure out which coins I can get rid of. Pictured rock. Pictured rock. We already have that one. That's a P. 2017 Ellis Island P. I think I have that one already. Yep. Last two. 2014 Great Sand Dunes. It's P. And last but not least, we have a duplicate. No, it's not a duplicate. It's a P. It's Shenandoah 2014. Fill in the spot. Maybe. There we go. Puny old woman. All right. So we didn't do too bad out of the car wash. I mean, and most of them are in decent shape. I mean, not perfect. There's one I know's got a scratch on it. The oldest one we got was a 2013. The newest one we got was a 2019. We did not touch the entire first page of the book, which runs 2010 through 2012. Didn't get any of those. But it's a start, and at least now I know which ones I have. And I ended up with not even a tube full of dupes. There's the duplicates. So if anybody's doing a national park book, and you're missing some, we can always look in there. I got some other books to work on during the week. Just stuff. I also have some extra state orders. Then that's a whole different deal there. That's 80s and 90s quarters. But that's pretty much the end of what I was doing today. I figured I could do it in less than an hour, and I did. I'm going to run back over a couple of things real quick in case anybody's interested in them that I did way at the beginning, which are hacks, life hacks here. My first life hack, which I showed already. This is a 7/8 inch plastic clear leg tip for a chair. But in the world of It's Susie Q96, this is a darn near perfect, fits like a glove lens cap for a GoPro 3. And Armando, I think I have found one silver quarter from the car wash. Just one. And I almost put it in the car wash. And as I was about to drop it in it felt different. And I realized it was a 63. But other than that, so far, no, I have not found any major silver from the car wash. Okay, so there's my $3 life hack for GoPros. At least a GoPro 3 that fits on there perfectly. Keeps me from getting my lens scratched up on my extra camera because I only have one housing. So the extra camera gets carried in my pocket sometimes. And that's not always a great thing. And my other life hack is get yourself a pack of these 10-pack of screen protectors and cut your little chunk out. You can cut them to fit. Put that on the screen of your metal detector and it will keep your detector from getting all scratched up and messed up with sand and junk. So that was all I had for you for today. I was going to do a giveaway, but I didn't have time to figure out what I wanted to give away. So we'll just do one on that the next time. Thank you, eyeballs. So anyway, I'm going to go wander around and look at some stuff and online. I don't know if anybody was online yesterday when when YouTube crashed. That was pretty bizarre. All the live streams on YouTube went down for about 20 minutes. That was a very strange experience. I'm glad I wasn't streaming at the time, but a lot of people I knew were. And the fun part was you could see them, but all of the chats were gone, and they told them they had 0 people. It was very strange. So anyway, I'm going to go. I want to thank all of you for stopping by and watching me play with the quarters. If you take a minute to hit like, that would be a pretty groovy thing. And just, I'm just trying to do some stuff. Yep, I should have put that up there at the beginning. Kind of slow. Oh my, that's not the one I wanted anyway. That's the one I wanted. All right. So we're going to go. I'll probably be back on sometime over the weekend. I'm supposed to be getting some more coins. I don't know if that's actually going to happen, but somebody was supposed to be bringing me some. So we will see. Thank y'all very much for coming by to visit me. Enjoy your evening. Everybody stay safe. Peace out.